بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. If so, what's a weak hadith? A weak hadith or hadithun da'if is a hadith where one or more of the other conditions meaning not number two, are missing. So if only number two is missing, what was number two again? The dabt, which has to do with memory. If only condition number two is missing, it's not weak. It's hasan, as we studied in the previous video. If other one or more of the four conditions are missing, it's called weak. The more the conditions are missing, the weaker it is. And that's it. And so you can imagine there are many, many ways for a hadith to be weak. And hadith, the weak hadith or hadithun da'if is a science by itself. Books and books have been written, there are entire books that focus only on weak hadith. We're not going into any details. This is just the tip of the iceberg. All you need to know at this point, at least, is that the hadith da'if is missing conditions from the remaining four conditions. Is hadith weak or is hadith da'if false? No, nobody says it's false. Nobody says it's a made up or fabricated hadith. It's not hadith mawdu'. And to give you an idea as to how important, how valuable even the weak hadith is, the standards are so high that the Bible, as we know it today, would not even qualify as weak hadith. The standards of weak hadith are so high that the Bible that we have, because the Bible that we have today has no chains, no sanad. Where are the asanid? No narrators, no way to prove and trace it back. With the weak hadith, we have a way to trace it back with some qualifications and restrictions that this is a weak hadith. So imagine how stringent and high the standards are. So the question then is, why do we have weak hadith? What do we do with it? Why did our great ulama take so much time, spend so much time and energy protecting weak hadith? If hadith is weak, if the weak hadith is useless, why are they going out of the way to protect it? Well, the answer is it is not useless. It's very useful, but not for certain things. So in the next lesson, we will look at acting on weak hadith. How do we act on weak hadith? What is our response to weak hadith? Insha'Allah ta'ala. والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.